Okay, so back when we made my first car, we would have made the cylinder chamber body all as one piece. So we would do this as one big thing all the way back here. So this would have been a cylinder chamber and the body nose cone all in one part. Now, there's nothing to say you have to do it like that. It works quite well for my first car as a way of building this entire form. And you I guess the drawback is that the front of the car is as wide as the back of the car. Now that's fine. And with wheel width and that sort of stuff, wheel placement, that's helpful, especially when you're making a basic car. But there's nothing to say that you can't build the cylinder housing and the body as two separate parts. So, I've got a bit of an example here. So in this example, I've created my two regulations. I've created a sketch which is going to be for my cylinder housing, and this will have my obviously chamber in it. And then I've got another sketch which will be for my body. And I'm just going to revolve this one and I'll extrude this one. So this might create sort of a slightly different looking thing. So I'm going to revolve this shape around this axis and make sure it's 360 degrees. And I'll create my body as a separate thing. And I can make that a little bit thinner. So we'll go symmetrical, join. So that's just at 20 mil, 10 mil each side. Now, pros and cons of doing this. Having the body thinner through here is obviously pretty neat. So it's obviously less weight and it's a bit more streamlined, skinnier, I guess. The problem is if you mount your wheels flush on the side of this part of the body of your car, I'll just open up my regulations template and I'll project this wheel in. Turn that one off again. So your back wheel is more likely to have issues because if it's flush against this part of the body, it's actually rubbing against the cylinder housing there. As you can see, that cut extrude. So it will cause problems like that. So there's ways you can fix that. There's wheel support systems might make the wheels stick out a tiny bit more, or the wheels might sit further forwards of the cylinder chamber. It's up to you. That's sort of an issue you have to resolve, I guess. But I think you could create a really neat looking car this way. When you create your body, what I'd recommend you do instead of doing it as a join straight away, is possibly doing it as a new body. And that way you'll be able to get some neat fillets onto this part of the car. So it's independent of your cylinder chamber. And then you'll be able to join the two together, combine. And then you could put a sweet fillet between the two here. Oops. Doesn't want to do a 5 mil fillet. There we go. Cool. And then, of course, you could do one along the bottom edge as well, but I'll fill it in under here. It's going to really shorten my nose off. That's a bit much. I might leave that one for the moment. You can also do a variable radius fillet across there as well. So if I go variable at the start and end, I want it to be a 5 mil fillet. And then here, I just want it to be like a 1 mil fillet. So there's nothing to stop me from having a variable radius fillet to adjust that. unusual looking thing, but it's, you know, it's something different, and hopefully something which is a little bit more streamlined. Obviously, I've still got to add my side pods and all that sort of stuff onto this design, but that's one way you could go about creating your body and your side and your cylinder housing as separate parts for this for your professional car project. You don't have to. You could also use the form tool to create your car, which I'll talk about in another video.